The reindeer is one of the most graceful animals on our planet. Deer belong to the clan of cloven-hoofed animals, the deer family. 2. In addition to their appearance, reindeer have a huge number of unique qualities that make them rightfully considered rulers of the shroud and masters of tropical, taiga and tundra forests. 3. The first reindeer on the planet appeared in what is now Asia, more than 33 million years ago. 4. 10 million years later, these cloven-hoofed animals migrated to Europe and from there to North America via the then natural bridge. Reindeer only appeared in South America around 2 million years ago. 5. Reindeer have quite a different appearance. There are species with thin and long legs as well as short ones. However, they all have well-formed lower limb muscles and laterally projecting toes connected by webbing. Red deer. 6. Stags of different species and subspecies differ from one another in the length of their antlers and their size. 7. Members of the same reindeer species may vary in size, depending primarily on the amount of food and living conditions. 8. Some species of reindeer have slightly more hair on their necks in autumn and this gives them a noble appearance. 9. Males have stronger neck muscles than females. Only males have antlers, which they shed in spring. 10. The smallest deer weighs only 15 kilograms, while the largest deer can weigh up to 300. 11. The smallest is considered to be a pudu. There are only 2 species in the wild. Pudu is a vegetarian, as it eats only shoots of young bushes and stunted trees. 12. The largest deer in the world is the elk. The elk has flatter antlers, hence its nickname of the elk, a massive torso and lower limbs. The elk eat berries, mushrooms, algae, various herbs and shoots of trees and bushes. 13. Although moose and caribou belong to the same family, there are several significant differences. 14. The antlers of moose and deer are distinctive. Moose antlers grow horizontally on the ground and are broadly shovel-shaped. The antlers of a deer are upward and not as massive. 15. Elk are the largest of the reindeer species. Moose can weigh up to 655 kilograms. 16. Reindeer weigh less than 350 kilograms, while many species have an average weight of about 150 kilograms. 17. The legs of moose are taller and thinner than those of deer. 18. Differences can also be seen in the social organization of animals. Unlike red deer, moose never form herds, but live alone or in pairs. Siberian roe deer. 19. Reindeer differ from roe deer, which also belong to this family, by the structure of their antlers and their feeding habits. 20. The antlers of roe deer are rough to touch and have many ridges on them and they are not branched like those of deer. 21. Another important difference between roe deer and deer is that deer will never eat bark and branches of trees or bushes, while deer have a considerable portion of their diet. 22. There is also a difference in the feeding of offspring. Reindeer suckle their young in a standing position, whereas roe deer suckle their young in a lying position. 23. All deer, except the hornless water deer, have branched horns, called antlers, and only the males are distinguished by these bony formations. 24. The deer's skin is covered by fur, which is thin and short in summer and longer and thicker in winter. 25. The color of deer fur depends on the species and can be brown, coffee brown, red brown, brownish, gray, reddish, monochrome, with spots and markings. 26. The teeth of a deer are a good indicator of its age. By the degree of grinding of the tusks and incisors, the curvature and angle, an expert can accurately determine the age of a deer. 27. Deer are one of the 20 fastest animals. A red deer can reach speeds of 50 to 55 kilometers per hour when escaping from pursuit. 28. A reindeer is mainly a herd animal, although some species live solitary lives and seek a mate only during the rut. 29. The rut in most European species begins in autumn and lasts until the beginning of winter. 30. Puberty begins early in reindeer. Female reindeer are ready to mate at the age of 1.5 years and male reindeer mature by the age of 2 to 3 years. 31. A herd of reindeer consisting of females and calves is led by the male during the mating season, protecting his harem group from rivals. 32. The roar of a deer during the mating season can be heard at a great distance. Often there are skirmishes between males when the rivals lock horns together in an attempt to knock their opponent off his feet. Greet. 33. Hornless male deer do not take part in tournaments, but try to sneak into someone else's harem. 34. Depending on the species, a deer pregnancy lasts 6 to 9 months.